Hey guys, it's Austin back with Dreamin' Rotary here. What I'm going to go over today is putting in a Miata short throw shifter into a RX-7. So what this is technically going into is a second gen RX-7 Turbo 2 transmission. So I'll go over basically what the Miata short shift kit comes with. You've got this little spacer that goes into the tranny first. Little metallic retaining ring basically that goes underneath this what do they call this thing, the shifter bushing that comes with the tranny. And then this is basically the spacer that sits up above and replaces the spot where the original throw of the shifter would go, which is down here. So this is bottom, next, third, fourth. So this is where your new point is going to be, where your ball is going to rotate on, create a shorter throw. And then here is a stock. I just said this thing, man. This is just blank day for me. This is the stock shifter bushing that comes out of the top of the shifter over here. That's the one that actually sits right there. You can see this one still has it installed there. So that's the stock one. So this goes on top of that. It sits on there. This one's underneath it. So you have your two shifter bushings that ride on this ball. So you have a smooth shifting engagement. And then here is the top retaining ring that basically retains this top bushing, which is sitting in here, pushing down on that. This is sitting underneath this part. This sits underneath the bushing. And then this is the bottom part that you're basically lifting the point where the ball sits up above the stock point up in here, and that's what this is doing. This is where you rotate off of, basically. It's hard to explain without seeing it in the tranny. I'll show you in a minute. It comes with these bolts that go all the way through this, into this, and then down into the tranny that'll be down in here. And so basically what you see other people doing is they'll explain, well, you need to shave down a bushing. The idea here is that this part of the short shifter kit, this is what's sitting in your transmission here. I just get lucky enough that I have a whole bunch of parts sitting around from all the tranny stuff that I've done. Don't make a weird joke about that. But, so the point of this bushing is to go inside the hole where the ball would normally be. I'm funny. So this ball is what normally sits inside here. Notice how that slides right in, nice and smooth. Whereas this one will not do that. It actually doesn't quite fit. So what you have to do is take this, shave down this bushing slightly, just enough so that it'll slide into that and engage smoothly. And then this also has a spring on it in there, which makes it quite a bit more difficult. I think this is for reverse, if I remember right, in order to make it so you can't go into reverse. But, or no, hang on. Whatever, that's the spring to make sure that you go back to neutral. Anyways, so that is basically the short version of what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to take this, shave it down with the Dremel, get it to fit into this. As soon as it fits into this smoothly with smooth engagement and can move well, I'll be done, and then I'll show you how to put all of this kit into the actual transmission itself. Alright, I'm going to show you how to stack this thing in here now. So you got this first little spacer part. This goes in first, like this. You line that notch up in the front. Sits down there like that. Then you take this little metallic thing that they give you. It goes on the bottom of this bushing. kind of get it to fit into the slots like so. This is gonna sit down here just like that. Kind of a snug fit. And then something I would always recommend is I have a little thing of tranny fluid right here. I'm gonna rub that on the bushing here. Try to lube her up real good before I throw that shaft in there. So that's on. It sits down. It's not quite flush with this part. I think once it's cinched down, it'll kind of retain right where that is, I believe. Yep. Because this part that goes this way actually holds it right inside this sleeve there. So just to double check, here's a little part that I shaved down. I'm gonna take this tranny fluid here, dab it on the inside and the outside of this thing. Make sure it can slide around in that gear selector really well. I'm gonna grab the shaft here that actually shifts the gears, dab some tranny fluid on this part of it that goes into the little bushing down here. I'm gonna throw this bushing in the bottom. I gotta get it past that spring. Oops. A little bit of a pain. Oh, almost had it. Close. There it went. Okay, so now that's in. Rub some more tranny fluid. By tranny fluid, I mean gear lube that I'm using in this tranny. On the ball part, whole thing. Might as well just go over it twice while I'm here. I'll make sure everything's really lubed up in there. Okay. Now I can take this top spacer part, whatever that would be called, line this up on this front notch of the shift selector up there, grab the stock bushing, lube this up as well, line that front little notch part up with this notch in the front of the selector. Be a little bit easier to just lift it, I think. Yep, just like that. Line everything back up there. Okay. This top bushing also had a little metallic thing on it, so I'm going to put that on there just to help it a little bit there. Here is the holder for everything. Kind of keeps it all in check. Bolt one. See if I can get it to sync right away. There it went. Alright. There went number 2 and number 3. Now let's see if I can tighten this down. Going old school with the wrench here just because I can feel a little bit better with the wrench personally. think I got all the gears there. That throw is stupidly short. I mean, it's from here to here. So if that's all the way over, and that would be first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and reverse should be down in there, I believe. Alright, just want to double check it there. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then reverse is down in there. Oh, that's gnarly. That's super short. Alright, here, let me zoom out a touch. Be able to see a little bit better. See to have 1, 2, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reverse. I would say the throw is from about here to there. It's only about 2.5 inches max, maybe not even 2.5, 2.25. Let's go throw between third and fourth. It'd be here, here, same throw. Fifth is kind of hard to get into, I believe. Super tight. Alright, that should have worked.